Act 3, Scene 1. Troy, the palace, enter Pandarus and Paris' serving men.
Friend, pray you a word. Do you not follow the young Lord Paris?
Aye, sir, when he goes before me.
You depend upon him, I mean.
Sir, I do depend upon the Lord.
You depend upon a noble gentleman. I must needs praise him.
Oh, the Lord be praised.
You know me, do you not?
Faith, sir, superficially.
Friend, know me better. I am the Lord Pandarus.
I hope I shall know your honor better.
I do desire it.
You are in a state of grace?
Grace, not so, friend. Honor and lordship are my titles. What music is this?
I do but partly know, sir. It is music in parts.
Know you the musicians?
Holy, sir.
Who play they to?
To the hearers, sir.
At whose pleasure, friend?
At mine, sir. And there's that love music.
Command, I mean, friend.
Who shall I command, sir?
Friend, we understand not one another. I am too courtly, and thou art too cunning. At whose request do these men play?
That's to it indeed, sir. Mary, sir, at the request of Paris, my lord, who is there in person. With him the mortal Venus, the hot blood of beauty, love's visible soul.
Who, my cousin Cressida?
No, sir. Helen. Could not you find out that by her attributes?
Should seem, fellow, that thou hast not seen the Lady Cressida. I come to speak with Paris from the Prince Troilus. I will make complimental assault upon him, for my business seethes.
Sodden business. There's a stewed phrase indeed.
Fair to be you, my lord, and to all this fair company, fair desires and all fair measures fairly guide them, especially to you, fair queen, fair thoughts be to your fair pillow.
Dear lord, you are full of fair words.
Oh, you speak your fair pleasure, sweet queen. Fair prince, here is good music broken.
You have broken it, cousin, and by my life you shall make it whole again. You shall piece it out with a piece of your performance.
Oh,
he is full of harmony.
Oh, truly, lady, no.
Oh, sir.
Rude, in sooth, in good sooth, very rude.
Well said, my lord. Well, you say so in fits.
I have business to my lord, dear queen. My lord, will you vouchsafe me a word?
Nay, we shall not hedge us out. We'll hear you sing, certainly.
Oh, well, sweet queen, you are pleasant with me, but marry thus, my lord, my dear lord, and my most esteemed friend, your brother Troilus.
My lord Pandarus, honey, sweet lord.
Oh, go to, sweet queen, go to. Commends himself most affectionately to you.
You shall not bob us out of your melody. If you do, our melancholy upon your head.
Sweet queen, that's a sweet queen of faith.
And to make a sweet lady sad is a sour offense.
Nay, that shall not serve your turn, that shall it not in truth, la. Nay, I care not for such words, no, and my lord, he desires you that if the king call for him at supper, you will make his excuse.
My lord Pandarus.
What says my sweet queen, my very, very sweet queen?
What exploits in hand? Where's Subsea tonight?
Nay, but my lord.
What says my sweet queen, my cousin will fall out with you?
She must not know where he sups.
I'll lay my life with my disposer Cressida.
No such matter. You are wide. Come, your disposer is sick.
Well, I'll make excuse.
Ay, good my lord. Why should you say Cressida? No, your poor disposer's sick.
I spy.
You spy? Why do you spy? Come, give me an instrument. Now, sweet queen.
Why, this is kindly done.
My niece is horribly in love with the thing you have, sweet queen.
He shall have it, my lord, if it not be my lord Paris.
No, she'll none of him. They two are twain.
Falling in after falling out may make them three.
Oh, come, I'll hear no more of this. I'll sing you a song now.
I prithee now, by my troth, sweet lord, thou hast a fine forehead.
You may.
Let thy song be love. This love will undo us all. Oh, Cupid, Cupid.
Love, that it shall efface.
Aye, good now. Love, nothing but love.
In good troth, it begins so. Love, nothing but love, still more. Oh, love's bow shoots buck and doe, the shaft confounds, for that it wounds, but tickles still the sore. These lovers cry, oh, oh, they die. They that which seems the wound to kill doth turn, oh, ho, to ha, 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 he. So dying love lives still. Oh, ho, a while, but ha, 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 oh, ho, groans out for ha, 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 hey, ho.
In love, it fades the very tip of the nose.
He eats nothing but doves, love, and that breeds hot blood, and hot blood begets hot thoughts, and hot thoughts beget hot deeds, and hot deeds is love.
Is this a generation of love? Hot blood, hot thoughts, and hot deeds. Why, they are vipers. Is love a generation of vipers? Sweet Lord, who's afield today?
Hector, Deiphobus, Helenus, Antenor, and all the gallantry of Troy. I would fain have armed today, but my Nell would not have it so. How chance my brother Troilus went not?
A lip at something. You know all, Lord Pandarus.
Not I, honey, sweet queen. I long to hear how they sped today. You'll remember your brother's excuse.
To a hair.
Farewell, sweet queen.
Commend me to your niece.
I will, sweet queen.
They're come from the field. Let us to Priam's hall to greet the warriors. Sweet Helen, I must woo you to help unarm our Hector. His stubborn buckles with these your white enchanting fingers touched shall more obey to the edge of steel or force of Greekish sinews. You shall do more than all the island kings. Disarm great Hector.
To make us proud to be his servant, Paris. Yea, what he shall receive of us in duty shall give more palm and beauty than we have. Yea, overshines ourself.
Sweet, above thought, I love thee.
Act 3, Scene 2. Troy, outside Cressida's house. Enter Pandarus and Troilus' man.
How now? Where's my master? At my cousin Cressida's?
No, sir. He stays for you to conduct him thither.
Oh, here he comes. How now?
Sarah, walk off.
Have you seen my cousin?
No, Pandarus. I stalk about her door like a strange soul upon the Stygian banks, staying for waftage. Oh, be thou my Charon, and give me swift transportance to those fields where I may wallow in the lily beds proposed for the deserver. Oh, gentle Pandar, from Cupid's shoulder pluck his painted wings and fly with me to Cressida.
Walk here at the orchard, I'll bring her straight.
I am giddy. Expectation whirls me round. The imaginary relish is so sweet that it enchants my sense. What will it be when that the watery palate taste indeed love's thrice repurred nectar? Death, I fear me, swooning destruction, or some joy too fine, too subtle, potent, tuned too sharp in sweetness for the capacity of my ruder powers. I fear it much, and I do fear besides that I shall lose distinction in my joys, as doth a battle when they charge on heaps, the enemy flying.
She's making her ready. She'll come straight. You must be witty now. She does so blush and fetches her wind so short, as if she frayed with a spirit. I'll fetch her. It is the prettiest villain. She fetches her breath as short as a new-ta'en sparrow.
Even such a passion doth embrace my bosom. My heart beats thicker than a feverish pulse, and all my powers do their bestowing lose, like vassalage at unawares encountering the eye of majesty.
Come, come. What need you blush? Shame's a baby. Here she is now. Swear the oaths now to her that you have sworn to me. What? Are you gone again? You must be watched ere you be made tame, must you? Come your ways, and you draw backward. We'll put you in the tills. Why do you not speak to her? Come, draw this curtain, and let's see your picture. Alas, the day, how loath you are to offend the daylight, and 'twere dark you'd close sooner. So, rub on and kiss the mistress. Oh, now, a kiss in fee farm. Build there, carpenter. The air is sweet. Nay, you shall fight the hearts out ere I part you. The falcon as the tercel, for all the ducks of the river to go to.
You have bereft me of all words, lady.
Words pay no debts, give her deeds. But she'll bereave you of the deeds too, if she call your activity in question. What? Billing again? Here's in witness whereof the parties interchangeably. Come in. I'll go get a fire.
Will you walk in, my lord?
Oh, Cressida, how often have I wished me thus?
Wished, my lord? The gods grant. Oh, my lord.
But what should they grant? What makes this pretty abruption? What too curious dreg espies my sweet lady in the fountain of our love?
More dregs than water, if my fears have eyes.
Fears make devils of cherubims, they never see truly.
Blind fear, that seeing reason leads, finds safer footing than blind reason stumbling without fear. To fear the worst oft cures the worst.
Oh, let my lady apprehend no fear. In all Cupid's pageant there is presented no monster.
Nor nothing monstrous, neither?
Nothing but our undertakings, when we vow to weep seas, live in fire, eat rocks, tame tigers, thinking it harder for our mistress to devise imposition enough than for us to undergo any difficulty imposed. This is the monstrosity in love, lady, that the will is infinite and the execution confined, that the desire is boundless and the act is slave to limit.
They say all lovers swear more performance than they are able, and yet reserve an ability that they never perform, vowing more than the perfection of 10 and discharging less than the 10th part of 1. They that have the voice of lions and the act of hares, are they not monsters?
Are there such? Such are not we. Praise us as we are tasted, allow us as we prove. Our head shall go bare till merit crown it. No perfection in reversion shall have a praise and present. We will not name desert before his birth, and being born, his addition shall be humble. Few words to fair faith. Troilus shall be such to Cressida as what envy can say worst shall be a mock for his truth, and what truth can speak truest nor truer than Troilus.
Will you walk in, my lord?
What? Blushing still? Have you not done talking yet?
Well, uncle, what folly I commit, I dedicate to you.
Oh, I thank you for that. If my lord get a boy of you, you'll give him me. Be true to my lord. If he flinch, chide me for it.
You know now your hostages, your uncle's word and my firm faith.
Nay, I'll give my word for her too. Our kindred, though they be long ere they be wooed, they are constantly being won. They are burrs, I can tell you. They'll stick where they are thrown.
Boldness comes to me now and brings me heart. Prince Troilus, I have loved you night and day for many weary months.
Why was my Cressida then so hard to win?
Hard to seem one, but I was won, my lord, with the first glance that ever... Pardon me. If I confess much, you will play the tyrant. I love you now, but till now, not so much, but I might master it. In faith, I lie. My thoughts were like unbridled children grown too headstrong for their mother. See, we fools! Why have I blabbed? Who shall be true to us when we are so unsecret to ourselves? But though I loved you well, I wooed you not. And yet, good faith, I wished myself a man, or that we women had men's privilege of speaking first. Sweet, bid me hold my tongue, for in this rapture I shall surely speak the thing I shall repent. See, your silence, cunning Indominus, from my weakness draws my very soul of counsel. Stop my mouth!
And shall, albeit sweet music, issues thence.
Pretty of faith.
My lord, I do beseech you pardon me. 'Twas not my purpose thus to beg a kiss. I'm ashamed. Oh, heavens, what have I done? For this time will I make my leave, my lord.
Your leave, sweet Cressida?
Leave? And you take leave till tomorrow morning?
Pray you, content you.
What offends you, lady?
Sir, mine own company.
You cannot shun yourself.
Let me go and try. I have a kind of self resides with you, but an unkind self that itself will leave to be another's fool. I would be gone. Where is my wit? I know not what I speak.
Well, know they what they speak that speak so wisely.
Perchance, my lord, I show more craft than love, and felt so roundly to a large confession to angle for your thoughts, but you are wise. Or else you love not, for to be wise and love exceeds man's might that dwells with the gods above.
Oh, that I thought it could be in a woman, as if it can, I will presume in you, to feed for her lamp and flames of love, to keep her constancy and plight in youth, outliving beauty's outward, with a mind that doth renew swifter than blood decays. Or that persuasion could but thus convince me that my integrity and truth to you might be affronted with the match and weight of such a winnowed purity and love, how were I then uplifted? But, alas, I am as true as truth's simplicity, and simpler than the infancy of truth.
In that I'll war with you.
Oh, virtuous fight! When right with right wars, who shall be most right? True swains in love shall in the world to come approve their truth by Troilus. When their rhymes, full of protest, of oath and big compare, want similes, truth tired with iteration, as true as steel, as plantage to the moon, as sun to day, as turtle to her mate, as iron to adamant, as earth to the center, yet after all comparisons of truth, as truth's authentic author to be cited, as true as Troilus, shall crown up the verse and sanctify the numbers.
Prophet may you be, if I be false or swerve a hair from truth, when time is old and hath forgot itself, when water drops have worn the stones of Troy, and blind oblivion swallowed cities up, and mighty states characterless are graded to dusty nothing, yet let memory, from false to false among false maids in love, upbraid my falsehood. When they've said as false as air, as water, wind, or sandy earth, as fox to lamb, or wolf to heifer's calf, pard to the hind, or stepped into her son, yea, let them say, to stick the heart of falsehood, as false as Cressida.
Go to, a bargain made. Seal it. I'll be the witness. Here I hold your hand. Here my cousins. If ever you prove false to one another, since I have taken such pains to bring you together, let all pitiful goers between be called to the world's end after my name. Call them all panders. Let them constant men be Troiluses, all false women Cressids, and all brokers between panders. Say amen.
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 Amen. Wherein I will show you a chamber with a bed, which bed, because it shall not speak of your pretty encounters, press it to death. Away. And Cupid grant all tongue-tied maidens here bed, chamber, pander to provide this gear.
Act 3, Scene 3. The Greek camp. before Achilles' tent. Enter Ulysses, Diomedes, Nestor, Agamemnon, Calchas, Menelaus, and Ajax.
Now, princes, for the service I have done you, the advantage of the time prompts me aloud to call for recompense. Appear it to your mind that, though the sot I bear in things to come I have abandoned Troy, left my possessions, incurred a traitor's name, exposed myself from certain and possessed conveniences to doubtful fortunes, sequestering from me all that time, acquaintance, custom, and condition made tame and most familiar to my nature, and here to do you service and become as new into the world, strange, unacquainted. I do beseech you, as in way of haste, to give me now a little benefit out of those many registered in promise, which you say live to come in my behalf.
What wouldst thou of us, Trojan, make demand?
You have a Trojan prisoner called Antenor yesterday took. Troy holds him very dear. Often have you, thanks, therefore, desired my Cressida in right great exchange, whom Troy hath still denied. But this Antenor, I know, is such a rest in their affairs that their negotiations all must lack, wanting his manage. And they will almost give us a prince of blood, a son of Priam, in change of him. Let him be sent, great princes, and he shall buy my daughter, and her presence shall quite strike off all service I have done in most accepted pain.
Let Diomedes bear him, and bring us Cressida hither.
Oh.
Calchas shall have what he requests of us. Good Diomed, furnish you fairly for this interchange. Withal, bring word if Hector will tomorrow be answered in his challenge. Ajax is ready.
This shall I undertake, and 'tis a burden which I am proud to bear.
Achilles stands in the entrance of his tent, pleased at our general pass strangely by him as if he were forgot. And princes all lay negligent and loose regard upon him. I will come last. 'Tis like he'll question me with why such unplausive eyes are bent wide turned on him. If so, I have derision medicinable to use between your strangeness and his pride, which his own will shall have desire to drink. It may do good. Pride hath no other glass to show itself but pride. For supple knees feed arrogant and are the proud man's fees.
We'll execute your purpose and put on a form of strangeness as we pass along. So do each lord. And either greet him not, or else disdainfully, which shall shake him more than if not looked on. I will lead the way.
What? Comes the general to speak with me? You know my mind, I'll fight no more against Troy.
What says Achilles? Would he aught with us?
Would you, my lord, aught with the general?
No.
Nothing, my lord.
The better.
Good day. Good day.
How do you? How do you?
What, does the cuckold scorn me?
How now, Patroclus?
Oh, good morrow, Ajax.
Huh?
Good morrow.
Aye, and good next day too.
What means these fellows? Know they not Achilles?
They passed by strangely. They were used to bend and send their smiles before them to Achilles, to come as humbly they used to creep before holy altars.
What? Am I poor of late?
No.
'Tis certain. Greatness once fallen out with fortune, must fall out with men too. What the decline is, he shall as soon read in the eyes of others as feel in his own fall. For men, like butterflies, show not their mealy wings but to the summer. And not a man for being simply man hath any honor, but honor for those honors that are without him, as place, riches, and favor, prizes of accident as oft as merit, which when they fall as being slippery slanders, the love that leaned on them, as slippery too, doth one pluck down another, and together die in the fall. But 'tis not so with me. Fortune and I are friends. I do enjoy at ample point all that I do possess, save these men's looks, who do methinks find out something not worth in me such rich beholding as they often given. Here is Ulysses. I'll interrupt his reading. How now, Ulysses?
Now, great Thetis' son.
What are you reading?
A strange fellow here writes me that man, how dearly ever parted, how much in having or without or in, cannot make boast to have that which he hath, nor feels not what he owns, but by reflection, as when his virtues, shining upon others, heat them, and they retort that heat again to the first giver.
Well, that is not strange, Ulysses. The beauty that is born here in the face the bearer knows not, but commends itself to others' eyes, nor doth the eye itself, that most pure spirit of sense behold itself, not going from itself, but eye to eye opposed, salutes each other with each other's form. For speculation turns not to itself, till it hath travelled and is mirrored there, where it may see itself. And this is not strange at all.
I do not strain at the position, it is familiar, but at the author's drift, who in his circumstance expressively proves that no man is the lord of anything, though in and of him there be much consisting, till he communicate his parts to others, nor doth he of himself know them for aught, till he behold them formed in the applause where they're extended, who like an arch reverberate the voice again, or like a gate of steel fronting the sun, receives and renders back his figure and his heat. I was much wrapped in this and apprehended here immediately the unknown Ajax. Heaven, what a man is there. A very horse that has he knows not what. Nature, what things there are most abject in regard and dear in use, what things again most dear in the esteem and poor in worth. Now shall we see tomorrow an act that very chanced to throw upon him Ajax renowned. Oh, heavens, what some men do while some men leave to do. How some men creep in skittish Fortune's hall while others play the idiots in her eyes. How one man eats into another's pride while pride is fasting in his wantonness. To see these Grecian lords, why even already they clap the lubber Ajax on the shoulder as if his foot were on brave Hector's breast, and great Troy shrieking.
I do believe it. For they passed by me as misers do by beggars, neither gave to me good word nor look. What, are my deeds forgot?
Time hath my lord a wallet at his back, wherein he puts alms for oblivion, a great-sized monster of ingratitudes. Those scraps are good deeds past, which are devoured as fast as they were made, forgot as soon as done. Perseverance, dear my lord, keeps honor bright. To have done is to hang quite out of fashion like a rusty mail in monumental mockery. Take that instant away, for honor travels in a strait so narrow where one but goes abreast. Keep then the path, for emulation hath 1,000 sons. that one by one pursue. If you give way or turn aside from the direct forthright, like to an entered tide, they all rush by and leave you hindmost. Or, like a gallant horse, fallen in first rank, lie there for pavement to the abject rear o'errun and trampled on. Then what they do in present, though less than yours in past, must o'ertop yours, for time is like a fashionable host that slightly shakes his parting guest by the hand, and with his arms outstretched as he would fly, grasps in the comer. Welcome ever smiles, and farewell goes out sighing. Let not virtue seek remuneration for the thing it was, for beauty, wit, high birth, vigor of bone, desert and service, love, friendship, charity are subjects all to envious and calumniating time. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin. That all with one consent praise newborn gods, though they are made and molded of things past, and give to dust that is a little guilt more laud than guilt o'erdusted. The present eye praises the present object. Then marvel not, thou great and complete man, that all the Greeks began to worship Ajax, since things in motion sooner catch the eye than what stirs not. The cry went out on thee, and still it might, and yet it may again, if thou wouldst not entomb thyself alive and case thy reputation in thy tent, whose glorious deeds but in these fields of late made emulous missions mongst the gods themselves, and drave great Mars to faction.
Of this my privacy, I have strong reasons.
Against your privacy, the reasons are more potent and heroical. 'Tis known, Achilles, that you are in love with one of Priam's daughters.
Known?
Is that a wonder? The Providence that's in a watchful state knows almost every grain of Pluto's gold, finds bottom of the uncomprehensive deep, keeps place with thought, and almost like the gods, do thoughts unveil in their dumb cradles. There is a mystery, with whom relation durst never meddle, in the soul of state, which hath an operation more divine than breath or pen can give expressure to. All the commerce that you have had with Troy, as perfectly as ours as yours, my lord, and better would it fit Achilles much to throw down Hector than Polyxena. But it must grieve young Pyrrhus now at home, when fame shall in our island sound a trump, and all the Greekish girls shall trippingly sing, great Hector's sister did Achilles win, but our great Ajax bravely beat down him. Farewell, my lord, as I, as your lover, speak. The fool slides o'er the ice that you should break.
Whew. To this effect, Achilles, have I moved you? A woman, impudent and mannish grown, is not more loathed than an effeminate man in time of action. I stand condemned for this. They think my little stomach to the war and your great love to me restrains you thus. Sweet, rouse yourself, and the weak wanton Cupid shall from your neck unloose this amorous fold, and like a dewdrop from the lion's mane be shook to air.
Shall Ajax fight with Hector?
Aye, and perhaps receive much honor by him.
I see my reputation is at stake. My fame is shrewdly gored.
Oh, then beware. Those wounds heal ill that men do give themselves. Omission to do what is necessary seals a commission to a blank of danger, and danger, like an egg, subtly taints even then when they idly sit in the sun.
Go call Thersites hither. Sweet Patroclus, I'll send the fool to Ajax and desire him to invite the Trojan lords after the combat to see us here unarmed. I have a woman's longing,
Hmm.
an appetite that I am sick withal, to see great Hector in his weeds of peace, to talk with him, and to behold his visage, even to my full of view. A labor saved.
Oh, wonder!
What?
Ajax goes up and down the field asking for himself.
How so?
Oh, he must fight singly tomorrow with Hector, and is so prophetically proud of a heroical cudgeling that he raves in saying nothing.
But how can that be?
Oh, he stalks up and down like a peacock, astride and a stand, and ruminates like a hostess that hath no arithmetic but her brain to set down a reckoning, bites his lip with a politic regard as who should say, "There were a wit in this head, and 'twould out." And so there is, but it lies as coldly in him as fire in a flint, which will not show without knocking. The man's undone forever, for if Hector break not his neck in the combat, he'll break himself in vainglory. And he knows not me. I said, "Good morrow, Ajax." And he replies, "Thanks, Agamemnon." Think you this is the man that takes me for the general? He's grown a very landfish, languageless, a monster. Plague of opinion. A man may wear it on both sides like a leather jerkin.
Thou must be my ambassador to him, Thersites.
Who, I? He'll answer nobody. He professes not answering. Speaking is for beggars. He wears his tongues in his arms. I will put on his presents. Let Patroclus make his demands to me. You shall see the pageant of Ajax.
To him, Patroclus, tell him, I humbly desire the valiant Ajax to invite the most valorous Hector to come unarmed to my tent, and to procure safe conduct for his person of the magnanimous and most illustrious 6 or 7 times honored Captain General of the Grecian army, Agamemnon. Do this.
Jove bless thee, great Ajax. I come from the worthy Achilles, who most humbly desires you to invite Hector to his tent. And to procure safe conduct from Agamemnon.
Agamemnon?
Aye, my lord.
Huh?
Oh, what say you to it?
God be with you with all my heart.
Your answer, sir?
If tomorrow be a fair day, by 11 o'clock it will go one way or the other. Howsoever, he shall pay me ere he has me.
Your answer, sir?
Fare you well with all my heart.
Why, but he is not in this tune, is he?
No, but he's out of tune thus. What music will be in him when Hector has knocked out his brains, I know not. But I am sure none, unless the fiddler Apollo get his sinews to make catlings on.
Come, thou shalt bear a letter to him straight.
Oh, let me bear another to his horse, for that's the more capable creature.
My mind is troubled, like a fountain stirred, and I myself see not the bottom of it.
Oh,
would the fountain of your mind were clear again, that I might water an ass at it. Rather be a tick in a sheep than such a valiant ignorance. Act 4, Scene 1. Troy, a courtyard of the palace. Enter Aeneas with a torchbearer, and to him Paris, Deiphobus, Antenor, and Diomedes.
See, ho! Who's that there?
It is the Lord Aeneas.
Is the prince there in person? Had I so good occasion to lie long as you, Prince Paris, nothing but heavenly business should rob my bedmate of my company.
That's my mind too. Good morrow, Lord Aeneas.
A valiant Greek, Aeneas. Take his hand. Witness the process of your speech, wherein you told how Diomed, a whole week by days, did haunt you in the field.
Health to you, valiant sir. During all question of the gentle truce, but when I meet you armed as black defiance as heart can think or courage excrude.
The one and other Diomed embraces. Our bloods are now in calm, and so long health. But when contention and occasion meet, by Jove, I'll play the hunter for thy life with all my force, pursuit, and policy.
And thou shalt hunt a lion that will fly with his face backward, in human gentleness. Welcome to Troy. Now, by Anchises' life, welcome indeed. By Venus' hand, I swear, no man alive can love in such a sort the thing he means to kill more excellently.
We sympathize. Jove, let Aeneas live, if to my sword his fate be not the glory, 1,000 complete courses of the sun. But in mine emulous honor, let him die with every joint a wound, and that tomorrow.
We know each other well.
We do, and long to know each other worse.
This is the most despiteful gentle greeting, the noblest hateful love that I e'er heard of. What business, Lord, so early?
I was sent for to the king, but why I know not.
Well, his purpose meets you. 'Twas to bring this Greek to Caucasus house, and there to render him, for the Afreed and Tenor, the fair Cressid. Let's have your company, or, if you please, haste there before us. I constantly believe, or rather call my thought to a certain knowledge, my brother Troilus lodges there tonight. Rouse him, and give him note of our approach. With the whole quality whereof, I fear we shall be much unwelcome.
That I assure you, Troilus had rather Troy were born to Greece than Cressid born from Troy.
There is no help. The bitter disposition of the time will have it so. On, Lord, we follow you.
Good morrow all.
And tell me, noble Diomed, faith, tell me true, even in the soul of a sound good fellowship, who, in your thoughts, deserves the fair Helen best? Myself or Menelaus?
Both alike. He merits well to have her that doth seek her, not making any scruple of her soiler, with such a hell of pain and world of charge, and you as well to keep her that defend her, not palating the taste of her dishonor, with such a costly loss of wealth and friends. He, like a pulling cuckold, would drink up the lees and dregs of a flat-tamed peace. You, like a lecher, out of whorish loins, are pleased to breed out your inheritors. Both merits poised, each weighs nor less nor more, but he as he, the heavier for a whore.
You are too bitter to your countrywoman.
She's bitter to her country. Hear me, Paris. For every false drop in her body veins, a Grecian's life hath sunk. For every scruple of her contaminated carrion weight, a Trojan hath been slain. Since she could speak, she hath not given so many good words breath as for her Greeks and Trojans suffered death.
Fair Diomed, you do as chapmen do, dispraise the thing that they desire to buy. But we in silence hold this virtue well. Will not commend that not intend to sell. Here lies our way.
Act 4, Scene 2. Troy, a courtyard in Cressida's house. Enter Troilus and Cressida.
Dear, trouble not yourself. The morn is cold.
Then, sweet my lord, I'll call mine uncle down. He shall unbolt the gates.
Trouble him not. To bed, to bed. Sleep kill those pretty eyes, and give as soft attachment to thy senses as infants empty of all thought.
Good morrow, then.
I prithee now, to bed.
Are you aweary of me?
Oh, Cressida, but that the busy day, waked by the lark, hath roused the ribald crows, and dreaming night will hide our joys no longer, I would not from thee.
Night hath been too brief.
Shrew the witch. With venomous wights she stays as tediously as hell, but flies the grasps of love with wings more momentary swift than thought. You will catch cold and curse me.
Prithee, tarry? You men will never tarry. Oh, foolish Cressid, I might have still held off, and then you would have tarried. Hark, there's one up.
What's all the doors open here?
It is your uncle.
A pestilence on him. Now will he be mocking? I shall have such a life.
How go, maidenheads? Here, you maid. Where's my cousin Cressid?
Go hang yourself, you naughty mocking uncle. You bring me to do, and then you flout me too.
To do what? To do what? Let her say what? What have I brought you to do?
Come, beshrew your heart. You'll ne'er be good nor suffer others.
Ah, alas, poor wretch. Ah, poor Pulcaccia. Hast thou slept tonight? Would he not, a naughty man, let it sleep? Oh, a bugbear might take him.
Did not I tell you? Would he were knocked to the head. Who's that at door? Good uncle, go and see. My lord, come you again into my chamber. You smile and mock me as if I meant naughtily. Oh, come, you are deceived. I think of no such thing. How earnestly they knock. Pray you, come in. I would not for half Troy have you seen here.
Who's there? What's the matter? Will you beat down the door? How now? What's the matter?
Good morrow, Lord. Good morrow.
Who's there? My Lord Aeneas, by my troth, I knew you not. What news with you so early?
It is not Prince Troilus here.
Here? What should he do here?
Come, is he here, my lord? Do not deny him. It doth import him much to speak with me.
If he here, say you, it's more than I know, I'll be sworn. For my own part, I came in late. Well, what should he do here?
Oh, nay then, come. You'll do him wrong ere you are ware. You'll be so true to him to be false to him. Do not you know of him, but yet go fetch him hither? Go!
Oh, now, what's the matter?
My lord, I scarce have leisure to salute you. My matter is so rash. There is at hand Paris, your brother, and Deiphobus, the Grecian Diomed, and our Anator, delivered to us, and for him forthwith, ere the first sacrifice within this hour, we must give up to Diomedes' hand, the Lady Cressida.
Is it so concluded?
By Priam and the general state of Troy. They are at hand and ready to effect it.
How my achievements mock me! I will go meet them. And, my lord Aeneas, we met by chance. You did not find me here.
Good. Good, my lord. The secrets of nature have not more gift in taciturnity.
Is it possible? No sooner got but lost. The devil take Antenor. The young prince will go mad. A plague on Antenor. I would they had broke's neck.
How now? What's the matter? Who is here?
I.
Why sigh you so profoundly? Where's my lord? Gone? Tell me, sweet uncle, what's the matter?
Would I were as deep under the earth as I am above.
Oh, the gods, what's the matter?
Pray thee, get thee in. Would thou hadst ne'er been born. I knew thou wouldst be his death. Oh, poor gentleman, a plague upon Antenor.
Good uncle, I beseech you, on my knees, I beseech you, what's the matter?
Thou must be gone, wench, thou must be gone. Thou art changed for Antenor. Thou must to thy father and be gone from Troilus. 'Twill be his death, 'twill be his bane, he cannot bear it.
Oh, you immortal gods, I will not go.
Thou must.
I will not, uncle. I have forgot my father. I know no touch of consanguinity, no kin, no love, no blood, no soul so near me as the sweet Troilus. Oh, you gods divine! May Cressid's name the very crown of falsehood, if ever she leave Troilus. Time, force, and death, do to this body what extremes you can. but the strong base and building of my love is as the very center of the earth, drawing all things to it. I'll go in and weep.
Do.
Tear my bright hair and scratch my praised cheeks, crack my clear voice with sobs, and break my heart with sounding Troilus. I will not go from Troy.
Act 4, Scene 3. Before Cressida's house. Enter Paris, Troilus, Aeneas, and Tenor, and Diomedes.
It is great morning, and the hour prefixed for her delivery to this valiant Greek comes fast upon. Good my brother Troilus, tell you the lady what she has to do, and haste her to the purpose.
Walk into her house. I'll bring her to the Grecian presently. And to his hand when I deliver her, think it an altar, and thy brother Troilus a priest, there offering to it his own heart.
I know it is to love, and would, as I shall pity, I could help. Please you walk in, my lords.
Act 4, Scene 4. Inside Cressida's house. Enter Pandarus and Cressida.
Be moderate, be moderate.
Why tell you me of moderation? The grief is fine, full, perfect that I taste, and violenteth in a sense as strong as that which causeth it. How can I moderate it? If I could temporize with my affection, or brew it to a weak and colder palate, the like allayment could I give my grief, my love, and amidst no qualifying dross, no more my grief in such a precious loss.
Here he comes. Ah, sweet ducks.
Oh, Troilus, Troilus!
What a pair of spectacles is here. Let me embrace too. Oh, heart, as the goodly saying is, oh, heart, heavy heart, why soust thou without breaking? Where it answers again, because thou canst not ease thy smart, nor friendship, nor by speaking. There was never a truer rhyme. Let us cast away nothing, for we may live to have need of such a verse. We see it, we see it. How now, lambs?
Cressida, I love thee in so strained a purity that the blessed gods, as angry with my fancy, more bright in zeal than the devotion which cold lips blow to their deities, take thee from me.
Have the gods envy.
Aye, 'tis too plain a case.
And is it true that I must go from Troy?
A hateful truth.
What, and from Troilus too?
From Troy and Troilus.
Is it possible?
And suddenly, where injury of chance puts back leave-taking, jostles roughly by all time of pause, rudely beguiles our lips of all rejoinder, forcibly prevents our locked embrasure, strangles our dear vows, even in the birth of our own laboring breath. We, too, this time now with a robber's haste, crams his rich thievery out, he knows not how. As many farewells as be stars in heaven, with distinct breath and consigned kisses to them, he fumbles up a loose adieu and scants us with a single famished kiss, distasted with the salt of broken tears.
My lord, is the lady ready?
Hark, you are called. Some say the genius cries so to him that instantly must die. Bid them have patience. She shall come anon.
Where are my tears? Rain to lay this wind, or my heart will be blown up by the root.
I must then to the Grecians.
No remedy.
A woeful crested amongst the merry Greeks. When shall we see again?
Hear me, my love. Be thou but true of heart.
Aye, true. How now? What wicked deem is this?
Nay, we must use expostulation kindly, for it is parting from us. I speak not, be thou true, as fearing thee, for I will throw my glove to death himself, that there is no maculation in thy heart. But be thou true, say I, to fashion in my sequent protestation. Be thou true, and I will see thee.
Oh, you shall be exposed, my lord, to dangers as infinite as imminent, but I'll be true.
And I'll grow friend with danger. Wear this sleeve.
And you, this glove? When shall I see you?
I will corrupt the Grecian sentinels to give thee nightly visitation, but yet be true.
Oh heavens, be true again.
Hear why I speak it, love? The Grecian youths are full of quality. They're loving, well composed, with gift of nature flowing, and swelling o'er with arts and exercise. How novelty may move, and parts with person, alas, a kind of godly jealousy, which I beseech you call a virtuous sin, makes me afeard.
Oh heavens, you love me not.
I a villain, then? In this I do not call your faith in question so mainly as my merit. I cannot sing, nor heal the high lavolt, nor sweeten talk, nor play at subtle games, fair virtues all, to which the Grecians are most prompt and pregnant. But I can tell that in each grace of these there lurks a still and dumb discursive devil that tempts most cunningly, but be not tempted.
Do you think I will?
No, but something may be done that we will not, and sometimes we are devils to ourselves when we will tempt the frailty of our powers, presuming on their changeful potency.
Nay, good my lord.
Come, kiss, and let us part.
Brother Troilus!
Good brother, come you hither, and bring Aeneas and the Grecian with you.
My lord, will you be true?
Who, I? Alas, it is my vice, my fault. While others fish with craft for great opinion, I with great truth catch mere simplicity. Whilst some with cunning gild their copper crowns, with truth and plainness I do wear mine bare. Fear not my truth. The moral of my wit is plain and true. There's all the reach of it. Welcome, Sir Diomed. Here is the lady for which and tenor we deliver you. At the port, Lord, I'll give her to thy hand, and by the way possess thee what she is. Entreat her fair, and by my soul, fair Greek, if e'er thou stand at mercy of my sword, name Cressida, and thy life shall be as safe as Priam is in Ilium.
Fair Lady Cressida, so please you, save the thanks this prince expects. The luster in your eye, heaven in your cheek, pleads your fair usage, and to Diomed you shall be mistress, and command him wholly.
Grecian, thou dost not use me courteously, to shame the zeal of my petition to thee in praising her. I tell thee, Lord of Greece, she is as far high-soaring o'er thy praises as thou unworthy to be called her servant. I charge thee use her well, even for my charge, for, by the dreadful Pluto, if thou dost not, though the great bulk Achilles be thy guard, I'll cut thy throat.
Be not moved, Prince Troilus. Let me be privileged by my place and message to be a speaker free. When I am hence, I'll answer to my lust, and know you, Lord, I'll nothing do on charge. To her own worth she shall be prized, but that you say, be it so, I speak in my spirit and honor, no.
Come to port. I'll tell thee, Diomed, this brave shall oft make thee to hide thy head. Lady, give me your hand, and as we walk to our own cells, bend we our needful talk.
Hark, Hector's trumpet!
How have we spent this morning? The prince must think me tardy and remiss that swore to ride before him to the field.
'Tis Troilus' fault. Come to the field with him.
Let us make ready straight.
Yea, with the bridegroom's fresh alacrity, let us address to tend on Hector's heels. The glory of our Troy doth this day lie on his fair worth and single chivalry.
Act 4, Scene 5. A field outside of Troy. Enter Ajax, armed, Achilles, Patroclus, Agamemnon, Menelaus, Ulysses, and Nestor, with a trumpeter.
Here art thou in appointment, fresh and fair, anticipating time with starting courage. Give with thy trumpet a loud note to Troy, thou dreadful Ajax, that the appalled air may pierce the head of the great combatant and hail him hither.
There, trumpet, there's my purse. Now crack thy lungs and split thy brazen pipe, blow villain till thy sphered boys creak out swell the colic of puff and Aquilian. Thou come stretch thy chest and let thy eyes spout blood, thou blowest for Hector.
No trumpet answers.
'Tis but early days.
Is not yon Diomed with Calchas' daughter?
'Tis he. I ken the manner of his gait. He rises on the toe. That spirit of his in aspiration lifts him from the earth.
Is this the Lady Cressida?
Even she?
Most dearly welcome to the Greeks, sweet lady.
Our general doth salute you with a kiss.
Yet is the kindness but particular. 'Twere better she were kissed in general.
And very courtly counsel. I'll begin. So much for Nestor.
I'll take that winter from your lips, fair lady. Achilles bids you welcome.
I had good argument for kissing once.
But that's no argument for kissing now, for thus popped Paris in his hardiment, and parted thus you and your argument.
Oh, deadly gall and theme of all our scorns, for which we lose our heads to gild his horns.
The first was Menelaus' kiss. This mine, Patroclus, kisses you.
Oh, this is trim.
Paris and I kiss evermore for him.
I'll have my kiss, sir. Lady, by your leave.
In kissing, do you render or receive?
Both take and give.
I'll make my match to live. The kiss you take is better than you give. Therefore, no kiss.
I'll give you boot. I'll give you 3 for 1.
You are an odd man. Give even or give none.
An odd man, lady. Every man is odd.
No, Paris is not, for you know 'tis true that you are odd and he is even with you.
You fillip me o'er the head.
No, I'll be sworn.
It were no match, your nail against his horn. May I, sweet lady, beg a kiss of you?
You may.
I do desire it.
Why, beg too.
Why then, for Venus' sake, give me a kiss when Helen is a maid again, and his.
I am your debtor. Claim it when 'tis due.
Never is my day, and then a kiss of you.
Lady, a word. I'll bring you to your father.
A woman of quick sense.
Fie upon her. There's language in her eye, her cheek, her lip, nay, her foot speaks. Her wanton spirits look out at every joint and motive of her body. Oh, these encounters, so glib of tongue, that give accosting welcome ere it comes, and wide unclasp the tables of their thoughts. To every tickling reader, set them down, for sluttish spoils of opportunity and daughters of the game. The Trojan's trumpet.
Yonder comes the troop.
Hail, all the state of Greece. What shall be done to him that victory commands? Or do you propose a victor shall be known? Will you, the knights, shall to the edge of all extremity pursue each other? Or shall they be divided by any voice or order of the field? Hector bade ask.
Which way would Hector have it?
He cares not. He'll obey conditions.
'Tis done like Hector.
But securely done. A little proudly and great deal misprising the knight opposed.
If not Achilles, sir. What is your name?
If not Achilles, nothing.
Therefore Achilles. But where, know this, in the extremity of great and little, valor and pride excel themselves in Hector. The one almost as infinite as all, the other blank as nothing. Weigh him well. And that which looks like pride is courtesy. This Ajax is half made of Hector's blood, in love whereof half Hector stays at home, half heart, half hand. Half Hector comes to seek this splendid knight, half Trojan and half Greek.
A maiden battle then? Oh, I perceive you.
Here is Sir Diomed. Go, gentle knight, stand by our Ajax. As you and Lord Aeneas consent upon the order of their fight, so be it, either to the uttermost or else a breath. The combatants, being kin, half stint their strife before their strokes begin.
They are opposed already.
What Trojan is that same that looks so heavy?
The youngest son of Priam, a true knight, not yet mature, yet matchless, firm of word, speaking in deeds and deedless in his tongue. Not soon provoked, nor being provoked soon calm. His heart and hand both open and both free. For what he has, he gives. What thinks, he shows. Yet gives he not till judgment guide his bounty, nor dignifies and impair thought with breath. Manly as Hector, but more dangerous. For Hector in his blaze of wrath subscribes to tender objects. But he, in heat of action, is more vindicative than jealous love. They call him Troilus, and on him erect a second hope as fairly built as Hector. Thus says Aeneas, one that knows the youth even to his inches, and with private soul did in the great Ilium thus translate him to me.
They are in action.
Now, Ajax, hold thy own.
Hector, thou sleepst, awake thee!
His blows are well disposed. There, Ajax!
You must know more.
Princes, enough, so please you.
I am not warm yet. Let us fight again.
As Hector pleases.
Why then, will I no more? Thou art great lord, my father's sister's son, a cousin German to great Priam's seed. The obligation of our blood forbids a glory emulation twixt us twain. Were thy commiction Greek and Trojan so that thou could say, this hand is Grecian all, and this is Trojan. The sinews of this leg all Greek, and this all Troy. My mother's blood runs on the dexter cheek, and this sinister bounds in my father's. By Jove multipotent, thou shouldst not bear from me a Greekish member, wherein my sword had not impressure made of our rank feud. But the just gods gainsay that any drop thou borrowest from thy mother, my sacred aunt, should by my mortal sword be drained. Let me embrace thee, Ajax. By him that thunders, thou hast lusty arms. Hector would have them fall upon him thus. Cousin, all honor to thee.
I thank thee, Hector. Thou art too gentle and too free a man. I came to kill thee, cousin, and bear hence a great addition earned in thy death.
Not Neoptolemus so mirable, on whose bright crest fame with her loudest Oye cries, this is he, could promise to himself a thought of added honor torn from Hector.
There is expectance here from both the sides. What further you will do?
We'll answer it. The issue is embracement, Ajax. Farewell.
If I may in entreaties find success, as seld I have the chance, I would desire my famous cousin to our Grecian tents.
'Tis Agamemnon's wish, and great Achilles doth long to see unarmed the valiant Hector.
Aeneas, call my brother Troilus to me, and signify this loving interview. To the expectors of our Trojan part, desire them home. Give me thy hand, cousin. I will go with thee and see your knights.
Great Agamemnon comes to meet us here.
The worthiest of them, tell me name by name, but for Achilles my own searching eyes shall find him by his large and portly size.
Worthy all arms! As welcome as to one that would be rid of such an enemy, but that's no welcome. Understand more clear. What's past and what's to come is strewed with husks and formless ruin of oblivion. But in this excellent moment, faith and troth, strained purely from all hollow bias drawing, bids thee, with most divine integrity, from heart of very heart, great Hector, welcome.
I thank thee, most imperious Agamemnon.
My well-famed lord of Troy, no less to you.
Let me confirm my princely brother's greeting. You brace of warlike brothers, welcome hither.
Who must we answer?
The noble Menelaus.
Oh, you, my lord. By Mars his gauntlet thanks. Mock not that I, the affected, untraded oath, your quondam wife, swears still by Venus' glove. She's well, but may me not commend her to you.
Name her not now, sir. She's a deadly theme.
Oh, pardon, I offend.
I have, thou gallant Trojan, seen thee oft, laboring for destiny, make cruel way through ranks of Greekish youth, and I have seen thee, hot as Perseus, spur thy Phrygian steed, despising many forcets and subduements, when thou hast hung thy advanced sword in the air, not letting it decline on the declined, that I have said to some my standards by, lo, Jupiter yonder dealing life. And I have seen thee pause and take breath when that a ring of Greeks have hemmed thee in like an Olympian wrestling. I have seen, but by this countenance still locked in steel, I never saw till now. I knew thy grandsire and once fought with him. He was a soldier good, but by great Mars, the captain of us all, never like thee. Oh, let an old man embrace thee, and worthy warrior, welcome to our tents.
'Tis the old Nestor.
Let me embrace thee, good old chronicle. Thou hast so long walked hand in hand with time. Most reverend Nestor, I am glad to grasp thee.
I would my arms could match thee in contention, as they contend with thee in Cursey.
I would they could.
Ha! By this white beard, I'd fight with thee tomorrow. Welcome, welcome, I have seen the time.
I wonder now how yonder city stands, when we have here her base and pillar by us.
I know your favor, Lord Ulysses, well. Ah, sir, there's many a Greek and Trojan dead since first I saw yourself and Diomed in Ilium on your Greekish embassy.
Sir, I foretold you then what would ensue. My prophecy is but half his journey yet. For yonder walls that pertly front your town, yon towers whose wanton tops do bust the clouds, must kiss their own feet.
I must not believe you. There they stand yet, and modestly I think the fall of every Phrygian stone will cost a drop of Grecian blood. The end crowns all, and that old common arbitrator time will one day end it.
So to him we leave it. Most gentle and most valiant Hector, welcome. After the general, I beseech you next to feast with me and see me at my tent.
I shall forestall thee, Lord Ulysses, thou. Now, Hector, I have fed mine eyes on thee. I have, with exact view, perused thee, Hector, and quoted joint by joint.
Is this Achilles?
I am Achilles.
Stand fair, I pray thee, let me look on thee.
Behold thy fill.
Nay, I've done already.
Thou art too brief. I will, the second time, as I would by thee, view thee limb by limb.
Oh, like a book of sport, thou it read me o'er, but there's more in me than thou hast understandst. Why dost thou so oppress me with thine eye?
Tell me, you heavens, in which part of his body shall I destroy him? Whether there, or there, or there, that I may give the local wound a name and make distinct the very breach whereout Hector's great spirit flew? Answer me, heavens.
It would discredit the blessed God's proud man to answer such a question. Stand again. Thinkst thou to catch my life so pleasantly as to prenominate in nice conjecture, or thou wilt hit me dead?
I tell thee, yea.
Wert thou an oracle to tell me so, I'd not believe thee. Henceforth, guard thee well, for I'll not kill thee there, or there, nor there, but by the forge that stitheth march his helm. I'd kill thee everywhere, yea, o'er and o'er. You wisest Grecians, pardon me this brag. His insolence draws folly from my lips. But I'll endeavor deeds to match these words, or I may never.
Do not chafe thee, cousin. And you, Achilles, let these threats alone till accident on purpose bring you to't. You may have every day enough of Hector if you have stomach. The general state of fear can scarce entreat you to be odd with him.
I pray you, let us see you in the field. We have had pelting wars since you refused the Grecians' cause.
Dost thou entreat me, Hector? Tomorrow do I meet thee, fell as death? Tonight, all friends.
Thy hand upon that match.
First, all you peers of Greece go to my tent. There in the full convive we. Afterwards, as Hector's leisure and your bounties shall concur together, severally entreat him. Beat loud the tabarins. Let the trumpets blow that this great soldier may his welcome know.
My lord Ulysses, tell me, I beseech you, in what place of the field doth Calchas keep?
At Menelaus' tent, most princely Troilus. There Diomed doth feast with him tonight, who neither looks upon the heaven nor earth, but gives all gaze and bent of amorous view on the fair Cressida.
Shall I, sweet lord, be bound to you so much after we part from Agamemnon's tent to bring me thither?
You shall command me, sir. As gentle, tell me, of what honor was this Cressida in Troy? Had she no lover there that wails her absence?
Oh, sir, to such as boasting show their scars, a mock is due. Will you walk on, my lord? She was beloved, she loved, she is, and doth. But still sweet love is food for a fortune's tooth.